Alright everyone, let's get into it. We've got a great video for you today of how I entered my trade this morning and exactly how you can do this too to get into trades and implement it into your trading plan if you are interested. So let me just get rid of this here, just so you don't need to see that. So I come to the charts this morning knowing that we've had this double bottom here and this is the top of our range that we could potentially target, as this is our lower high, this is our lower low, but this is potential reversal. And when I come to the charts, basically what I could see was that price had pushed out of this area, which it failed to break out of for a long period of time. Fair enough, this one did, but I weren't awake at that time, and I come to the charts at 6 AM, and this is the candle that I could see. So the way I trade is I look for bullish momentum or bearish, depending on which way the market is moving. I look for the momentum to come into the market, which will then tell me whether I have a chance of basically taking a trade whichever way it goes. So in this instance, you could see that the bulls had been in the market, would broke out of this area, which would fail to break out for a long period of time. Of course, you've got all these wicks, but these wicks don't matter because this doesn't really signify anything that the buyers had pushed up and then the sellers had pushed back down. In this instance, the buyers were strongly in the market. So with that being said, I go down onto the 5-minute time frame. I trade on the 4H for my directional bias and the 5-minute for my entries. So I went down to the 5-minute, and what I wanted to see was a bit of nice structure that would basically give me a bit more confidence that I could get into a trade this morning to get that buy continuation. And as you can see, the buyers had been in the market. Forget this, this is wicks. The buyers had in the market were creating a nice uptrend. So this is exactly what I did. So the way that I trade is I look for my candle close. So this is your 4H candle close, the 5:55 to 6 AM, because this is the last 5-minute candle within the previous 4H candle. So this is the close. So anything beyond this, so the next candle will be the opening candle of your next 4H. So this is the close, this is your body close. So anything below this will be bearish candle initially on the 4H, and anything above this will be bullish green. So what I want to see is I want to see price to pull back into an area of support, which will create the wick on the new 4H, and then I'll be looking to get that the continuation to basically allow me to get into a trade with a buy stop entry. So I seen that price was here. I was happy. I was looking to see how price moved after this. So you can see price pushed up initially above there and then closed bearish. So I was just waiting to see what price did, just being patient. So it pushed up a little bit, pushed up a little bit more, and then you could see basically that the sellers eventually started coming in. So this candle there, sellers come in. So at this point I was thinking, right, we're starting to look like we're going to pull back. I'm going to look like some kind of retest into this area of support here. This, you can see that there. Let me just move that. You can see that's that candle, that wick of that candle. So this is basically your lower high, higher low, sorry. I was looking for price to pull back into this area of support, in which I would then be looking for some wicks and for the bullish momentum to start coming back in. So you can see price had pushed down into this area. Fair enough, it didn't come all the way into here, but it pushed into this area. This candle pushed into it. So at this point, when I seen the candle push into it and started pushing bullish, I'd already set my buy stop entry. So I set my entry level at this level here, at the top of this, and I set my stop loss below here for 6 pips. 6 pips was my stop loss, and I was going for my 1 to 2 target. So let's just do that. 1 to 2. There we go. 1 to 2. So I was pretty happy. I'd seen that the bullish momentum had stepped back in, and I was waiting to see if it got triggered in. So let's have a look. So the next candle triggered me in. So I got triggered in, and I thought, right, I'm going to go and have a shower now. So I went for my shower, come back, just to see that the next 5-minute candle had just took me out at take profit, in and out, basically within 10 minutes, because this candle triggered me in and this candle hit my take profit. Now they definitely don't go like this all of the time, whether it was some news or whatever it was. I think it was some kind of news, which wouldn't even matter on your FTMO challenge because it were a restricted news event. I didn't even look, to be honest, because I just didn't look this morning. Could be a costly mistake actually if you're on your live account. If it was a restricted event, you need to make sure that you're checking that calendar. Just forgot this morning. Anyway, it wouldn't have mattered because it wasn't a restricted event. So I was in and out of this trade, and you know, I could have gone for a bigger target. I could have gone for a 1 to 3, because you can just see that price carried on pushing up aggressively into this area of resistance, as you can see there. So this is a good area to target, because you never know, you might come back into this level and then you might end up doing this again. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes, just like today, it just carries on pushing bullish, like so, like that. So some people could say, yeah, but you could have targeted gone for a bigger target. Well, it's funny you say that, if you are going to say that, because it doesn't always work out like that. And if I just go back, let me just show you. I'm currently on a different chart to what I traded on this morning, just because it clears things up. This is the one that I use daily, and I just basically have all my trades backlogged on here just for me to see. So if I just go back to last Thursday's trade, so that was today's trade, which you could see there. If I just go back to last Thursday's, so people could say, yeah, but you could have gone for a bigger target, you could have gone for a 1 to 3. Well, on Thursday, if I'd have gone for a bigger target than a 1 to 2, well, then I would have missed out on my 1 to 2, and then I either would have pulled back to it, break even, or I would have pulled back and ended up getting stopped out anyway. But no, it would have got stopped out there. So, you know, you just need to stick to the plan. For me, I find 1 to 2's a great risk to reward ratio. I used to go for 1 to 3, but the amount of times that I get took out, I'd go 1 to 2, I'd be up 2%, and then I'd just see price pull all the way back and take me out at break even. It used to happen so many times, so I decided to change things up and go for 1 to 2 instead. So the way you can implement this into your trading plan is very, very simple. So let's just go back to this time, this morning. I'll just show you on here. Why not? We're on here. This is exactly how I took this trade this morning. So, things to bear in mind. You look for the bullish momentum on the 4H, whether it be at the bottom of a downtrend and you see the momentum come in there for a retracement, or you see it at that breakout of the consolidation. Look for the bullish momentum. You want to go on to your 5-minute time frame. I would say mark off the candle close and the body close. So this is the time that it closed, so you can see clearly where price closed. So anything after that is your new 4H candle. And what you want to see as well is you want to put your line on there, because that's your body close. So anything below that line is basically the pullback. Or if it went above, then it's obviously pushing above the close, so then it'll be bullish in this case. So you want to see price pulling back to create the wick, which you can see there. Let me just do this just so I can clear this up a little bit. So you want to see your pullback into a key area, ideally, like so. So you want to see your pullback into a key area like that, and then you want to set your buy stop. You want to set your buy stop or your sell stop, and then get triggered in. I find the buy stops so much better. They stop you from getting into trades prematurely, or vice versa. You know, you just find that with instant execution, you'll get in the trade, and you just got in too early. Not all the time, but I just feel like this works so much better. So that is basically how you can do that, and you know, it's a very simple process. Look for the momentum, whichever direction it is. Mark off your candle close, the candle close, the body close. Look for your wick, whichever way it's going to be. And then wait for your pull back and set your buy stop or your sell stop. Get triggered in and let it run. I'm giving away free knowledge here. Free knowledge, because I want to help you all. Something I'm considering is setting up some kind of community. I'm not going to do it just yet. I might start building some kind of infrastructure around this to allow others to be a part of some kind of community where they can speak to people, get good knowledge, not a signal service, none of that. It's just shite. A solid community for education. Sometimes it's not always good if somebody says, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, because then you might have an idea in your mind which will just throw you off. It's just something I'm thinking about anyway. Anyway, that is how you can implement my strategy into your strategy every single day and hopefully make some money. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Let me know if there's anything else you want to know in the comments. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone, and have some good trading days.